All right, we're checking out another electric scooter here from Caroma. This is the E68pro. So this is looks like more like a traditional folding electric scooter, but this one does come with a seat attachment, and it is removable, so you can fold this down. Seat height is adjustable. You can remove this if you just want to use it as a stand-up scooter, but I prefer to these sort of sit-down scooters. I just feel a little safer on these. So, but I do like that the seat is included, so you can remove if you want, but I'm going to keep it on. This scooter here has 10-inch solid rubber tires, so these aren't filled with air. You don't have to worry about them getting punctured. And so a lot of times you might hit a nail or something and then puncture your tire, and then you'll be walking home, and this won't have that problem. There's no shocks or suspension on this one. So the downside of having the solid rubber tires, of course, is that the ride's going to be a bit rougher. So probably want to stick to sidewalks and streets for this one. In the back here, you have a 500 watt hub motor. I think it peaks to like 800 something watts. A plastic fender here in the back. The handlebar hooks into here when it's folded down, and you have a rear brake light. So over here you got your kickstand, and you have a pretty wide deck. Not super wide, but it's like about 8 inches. And inside there is a 48 volt, 375 watt hour battery. And the estimated range for this scooter to be 20 to 25 miles. And the top speed propelled by the battery and motor is going to be about 20 miles an hour. And then there's these little I don't know, spring-mounted pegs here that the two handlebars on both sides will use to basically put them in, because it's not assembled from the factory. You just slide them in. There's no tools needed to put this together, which is nice. The downside is with this mechanism, while it's easy to assemble, it does have a little play in it because it's not completely screwed in. So I would have rather had a screw there, but this is what they went with. It when riding it around, it doesn't really bother me because you tend to just have it in one position. But just something worth noting, it does feel secure. It hasn't popped out or anything like that. The grips are okay. They're kind of sticky, kind of grippy, but not like doesn't feel like glue or anything. So I feel like I have a good handle on the handlebar here. Got your thumb throttle here, power button to turn it on. Go ahead and turn it on here. This is the latch that hooks onto the rear fender when it's folded down, so you can carry it around. You got a hand brake here, and the brake light does operate when you pull this lever, and it operates, I think, the front. There's I believe, a drum brake here in the front for that, and electronic brake in the back for the motor. Got a bell here. Some of the controls here, speed up and down for 3 different levels of speed. So I think when you turn on, there'll be level 1, which is 10 miles an hour. Level 2, 15 miles an hour. And then level 3, which is 20 miles an hour. You have your headlight button here. So you can see that it turned on over here, and this is what it looks like. It's fairly bright. Nothing to write home about, but I think it'll get you home if you need it. And then turn it off. And then this button over here is the cruise control button. So you can set a speed and then hit that, and then you can let go of the thumb throttle and it will maintain that speed. Handlebar height is adjustable here. All of your cords go into this little compartment here, and the stem comes out of the bottom there and then into their frame here. Their frames are pretty nice, very clean. Got a powder coated gray finish on this one. It is very good quality, it looks like, from the welds and everything. It does come in some other colors, so check the link if you want to see what those other colors are. I think like pretty standard ones are like white and black. So the scooter weighs about 45 pounds, and it has a weight carrying capacity of 265 pounds. So if you weigh more than that, then the scooter is probably not going to be for you. Okay, so I think that'll cover all the specs here, and we'll go ahead and give it a ride, and I'll tell you my thoughts as I'm riding it around. All right, so this scooter requires you kick it a little bit or push it a little bit, get just a little bit of speed, because the thumb throttle doesn't work when you're at a standstill. So we'll do the speed test here. Throttle level 1, give a little kick there, and then off we go. It should be 10 miles an hour. And right away we're at 10 miles an hour, so pretty normal for a 48 volt system. Go ahead and hit the second level, and plenty of power. We're already at the 15 miles an hour. And as you can see, I'm on some pretty smooth streets here. These were recently resurfaced. It's easily maintaining that 15 miles an hour, no problem. Let's go ahead and turn it around here. All right, so let's go to speed level 3. Into the wind. Hopefully my wind muff on the microphone's working. 16.9. So getting to 15 is fine, but going from 15 to 20 is taking a bit longer. 19. Running out of room here. Let's try it again, going the other way. So it takes a bit of stretch to get up to 20 miles an hour. See if the wind, going with the wind will help get that extra little bit of speed. 17.9, 18.2, 19.5, 7, 8, 20. Okay, now we hit 20. So getting up to 15 is pretty quick, but going from 15 to 20 does take quite a bit more energy or power. I do weigh 200 pounds, so maybe it's a little bit too much for the scooter, but honestly, on these smooth surfaces, the ride's fine. The seat's decent, has decent cushion. I don't really feel the road bumps hardly at all, although it's pretty smooth road right now. But when I went over a couple of those cracks back there, it definitely was noticeable. So definitely stick to some smooth surfaces on this one. The turning radius is okay in this one. Obviously, you don't want to turn the handlebar too quickly, otherwise you could force the scooter to flip over, so don't do that. So I'm gonna get down to level 2 here and just ride it around. Not much to say about these. I've ridden a ton of these. This has good power for 500 watts. It seems about right for the power rating. I can't really say it's any worse or any better than another 500 watt scooter that I've ridden before. It does get up to 10 miles an hour very quickly, 15 miles an hour very quickly. It's the 15 to 20 as expected, getting that last bit of speed. As long as you're on a straightaway, that does take a little bit more time to get up to that speed. So let's see here. I'm gonna go a little slower and less than 10 miles an hour. Try the cruise control. So I'm going 9. So hit the cruise control. Let's see. We need to have with the throttle active. Oh, there we go. The throttle needs to be active. And then I hit the cruise control button, you hear a little beep. And I was at 8.6 miles per hour when that was activated. So it is maintaining that speed. So if you want to maintain a certain speed and you just want to have your hand free here, don't want to hold on to that thumb throttle, then you can maintain that speed, no problem. Let's see if I increase the speed, what happens. Does that turn off the cruise control? Does it? Yes, that turns it off. So let's go a little faster. Let's go about 12, 13 miles an hour here. And I got the thumb off the throttle. I like the cruise control. I think not a lot of the scooters that I've reviewed before had this feature, although I think sometimes it's a hidden feature. This one is a button that's right on the control, so it's nice to have that, easily available to you, because sometimes holding on that thumb throttle can be a little bit tiring. Yeah, I think this seat is comfortable enough. If you're using the scooter for like last mile commuting, it should be fine. So you take this on a train or a bus from your apartment or home to the city, and then you want to get on your scooter to go the last little bit of distance, maybe a few blocks, maybe a few miles perhaps. Should be fine. You can always upgrade the seat if you want something a little bit nicer, but I think it's cushiony enough for something in this price range and its capabilities. Now, these little cracks here where you go from the asphalt to the concrete there, definitely can feel it, but it's not terrible. It doesn't hurt or anything like that. It's just that you can definitely feel it because there's no shock absorption, no suspension, and no air-filled tires. But yeah, that's going to do it for the ride test here. Pretty nice. Overall, I think it's a good value for the money. Link will be down in the video description if you guys want to check it out. Talk to you guys in the next one.